Alright, we should be live. What's Gaming Gamers? It's your boy Olino, and I'm coming at you live with more Hearts of Iron 4, continuing our A to Z playthrough. Once again, we're on an E country. We previously played Ecuador, now we're on El Salvador. We'll get to the E countries with content soon, because pretty soon we'll be doing Ethiopia and Estonia, who have actual content, but for now, we are El Salvador. We have at least a little goal. So let me first send the links out, and then I'll tell you all about that goal. Posted there, and then I gotta post there, and there, and there. Alright. And then, let's see, we're on Twitch okay. Looks good. Was that? Okay. So, as El Salvador, sort of our focus for this one is going to be we can reconstitute the Federal Republic. So basically, if we conquer Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, we can core all of those. Basically, we did something similar as Costa Rica. I think any of these tags can do that, reconstitute the Federal Republic. So that is what we plan on doing. It is nice that this doesn't require us to take British Honduras, mercifully, but we do get a core on it. So there's that. So we'll keep that in mind. But yeah, otherwise, we're not a very big country. We're even smaller than Ecuador with a core population of 1.43 million. However, we do start as fascists, so that is convenient for us. I wonder what happens when we have elections, because Germany doesn't have elections, right? Can I see that? I guess I can't see that, but I'm not sure if our elections are actually going to do something. That being said, I guess I should look up what the weakest countries in Central America are. Not that it really... Well, basically who's weaker, Guatemala or Honduras. But I don't anticipate any issues. El Salvador is always a lot of fun when you're doing world conquest, because they will build like 80 divisions in 1945, and that's just on 2 provinces, and it's just a little bit annoying. What's up with this list? Okay, so Guatemala's got 1.77 million. And 3 factories, and Honduras is 0.86 million. Okay, so Honduras has fewer people, so we probably want to take Honduras first, I'm thinking. First country is always the hardest. Although, that being said, Guatemala, its victory point is in plains, whereas Honduras is in mountains, so probably actually take Guatemala first, and then we can attack from more directions. But yeah. Probably want to do industrial. Yeah, we got to get our extra research slots. How is our infrastructure? Okay. Do we have a free building slot? Yes, we do. Do I want an additional factory? I think actually what we'll do is just build some initial land forts just in case we need to defend initially. Just in case. And those don't have the construction speed malice. Just do some basic tax. I'm not too worried about this, but yeah, And then we can also get... what advisors do we have? Nothing too impressive. Oh, and then we do a quick debug smooth for free performance. And crank up that speed. So in order to justify, we'll need 50 political power. So we're waiting on that. Wait, they're both Vico? Is that like a thing? Are these relevant? Victoriano and Benito. Actually, I know. I can look that up for HOI4 leaders and see if they're actual people or if they're just randomly generated. Unique portrait? No, no, no. Okay, unidentified leader. So it's just coincidence that those two people have the same name. That's not... doesn't look like there's any historical precedent for that. Oh well. Whoop. Oh, gotta justify. I'm curious if he can even get a division. I mean, he'll probably get some divisions built, but I think we just take... might need to take 2 provinces, but these are all plains, so it should be pretty easy in a good old slugging match. Do I have artillery research? No, I do not. I'm going to want artillery, so... I go ahead and put our design company on also. 2 steel, we basically extract nothing, so... we also want to turn up our trade law. We have very low war support initially, so that is unfortunate, but alas. And we really need radio. Always, always, always radio. I guess, what, do I want to train? I can probably afford to train those guys up. Alright, we'll work on the rest of these for the time being. I'm gonna go with dispersed. I think we'll change up our... well, let's go ahead and get artillery so that we can put artillery in our divisions, because artillery is very, very nice. A lot of events. Halfway through. Now, once we do take El Salvador, we will have a chance for these, like, free factory, free infrastructure focuses to spawn stuff in Guatemala, but just have to deal with that. Go get the army offense, guys, so we can get some ticking army XP. Which for us, we could use state serves military for a reduced political power gain, or more political power gain, which will be nice. Plus 10%, which is 2/3 of the effect of a silent workhorse, so that is pretty sweet. Maybe if I need to go ahead and enlarge my... I mean, I probably need to go ahead and enlarge my divisions, though. Yeah, let's at least get these guys up to 10 width. So we'll duplicate. Make these guys 10 width infantry. Update. Looks like I can afford one more division. No infantry expert, unfortunate. Hmm. Let's go ahead and get the advanced infantry equipment tech. Get started on some artillery. Import from the US for the extra equipment production for the time being, because I want that. So we'll get this. I don't know how quickly we'll be able to break down Guatemala. Stop training. Let their org recover. Alright, we can go ahead and declare war. They should drop a save before doing the war declaration. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started on that, because that's just going to be a while. Yeah, we're at the point we can build a military factory. Unfortunately, we can't really do anything until we have some artillery, so. Ooh, and we have no war support. Great. Cool. Oh, we can do war propaganda. For some reason we would need more convoys with that than we would need for the Soviet Union, so whatever. We can import from the Soviet Union then. So this will do infrastructure effort 2 should bypass, because we'll have no more space for infrastructure, and then we can just go and get our free research slot. Yep. And now we have max infrastructure in El Salvador, which does give us a faster build time for things. How much war support is this? This is like 5. This is only 6 war support, though, that we get overall, basically. So, that's a little rough. Go ahead and get state search the military. Okay, we could also send an attache to China. I mean, maybe we'll want to send one to Japan, actually. Might be easier. I mean, this can technically work out because him, ugh. him, having more time means he might do more of his industrial focuses, which would give us more factories from him. But we'll see. Do I want the 2 civilian factories or the 3 dockyards? We shouldn't really need convoys after this, so I think we're fine to just... we might be able to sell some convoys on them. We have so restricted market access because we're fascist, so probably not. So let's just go for more factories. For this one, quality of life, let me just go ahead and get trains so I don't forget. I guess we're stuck using 10 with infantry. I probably want... pure firepower, maybe? Alright, there's a chance we can do this. I don't like this, but we can try. I don't know how big his divisions are relative. So we have more attack overall. Like a good amount more attack. But he has a lot higher defense than us. But he looks like he's taking more damage. We're coordinating our attack better. I mean, neither of us are going to be able to replace casualties easily. He might have already upped his... Nope, he hasn't upped his conscription law yet, so we'll see. We only have like 100 days left. I forget, I think we have like 2 months to use the war goal, so we do kind of need to beat Guatemala. The big concern is if he's smart and rotates his divisions, this could be a problem for us. I suspect this division's going to break, and then he's going to keep putting that division back in on the front line here. And if he does that, we've got a much better chance, especially if that division doesn't have enough time to get its strength back before he sends it back into the front line. But we'll see. Ooh, he put it over here. He might send a fresh division out then. But we might break him before he can do that. The problem is this isn't his capital, so... leads me to believe that this is his stronger template. Oh, shoot. We cannot afford to risk the multiple combat penalty. 621 versus 2K. Yeah, that's rough. How do we have the land fort? I should probably research tanks. Tanks would be good for us. Things United Front forms. Alright, let's let our divisions recover. They're going to use all our equipment. Yeah, let's get some tanks going. I think... we could squeeze out a little bit more manpower with militarism, but that's 4 focuses away, and we don't really have the time for that. I don't think we're going to get another option for war propaganda anytime soon. Unfortunately. I did not realize how abysmal our war support. I mean, well, this thing, you always forget how bad it is to have really low war support. Oh, wait, he only has 2 divisions there. Let's try to attack it again. I mean, he's having... Okay, he is having trouble replacing his divisions, but of course so do we, so... What does that really say at the end of the day? I might need to do a restart, actually, and get that 5% recruitable population. Yeah, we're what? How long are we in? We're 20 minutes in. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and restart here. This is going to be a lot easier if we just go ahead and restart. I did not realize how badly. And also, we'll get some war support, I think, from doing those focuses. So, let's do that. And then I have my custom game rules preset. All that does is change like these puppets to Overlord, redistribute low scores. Everything else is default. A lot of country paths you can set. Maybe I should mess around with those rules sometimes. Maybe we could do something interesting there. Okay, so actually we won't get war support until ideological fanaticism, and even then it's only 5%. So yeah, we'll still definitely want the militarism bonus. It'll suck not having the extra factories, but whatever. Just build a ton of forts in our capital, because why not? Yeah, I guess, do I want to try and build a military factory in there? The forts will be useful, and we'll get military factories. I will go ahead and start researching artillery, though. We can get that sooner. I think debug smooth, yeah. It stays off. Alright. Because with militarism, I should have enough divisions I could go to war with both Guatemala and Honduras at the same time. Is it worth it for me to go ahead and jump my conscription while I'm above the war support limit? Not if we're going to get the 5%, because the 1% difference will be irrelevant, so hold off on that. I think I just have to sit on my political power until I have the command power I need to get a chief of army. Oh, shoot, I need to justify. Oops. It should matter. I mean, honestly, delaying the war might be for the best, because I'm going to justify on Honduras immediately. Go ahead and work on getting some tanks. I forget what... Do light tanks have a less bad terrain penalty than... minus 10%, minus 20%, minus 30... Okay, so light tanks definitely. I'm assuming overall. Minus 20, minus 30, minus 10, minus 40, minus 40. No hills penalty. Minus 30, minus 40, minus 10, minus 10, minus 40, minus 80, minus 20, minus 20. Okay. So yeah, so light tanks overall. I didn't realize it could be such a big terrain difference. I mean, if you're only using one battalion, it's not as bad, but it is definitely something to be cognizant of. Give me the command power. Maybe I should send a... I think they'll inherit my opinion. I think. When the war starts. Because honestly, sending an attaché, getting our war support up, could be really good. I wonder if you send it to Ethiopia, do you maintain the attaché? Because all I really care about is the war support bonus. There we go. So I should be able to send an attaché. Need 50 command power. Cool. Forgot about that. Oh, fun fact, it does also reset your improved relations status. Neat. Oh, wait. Oh, it goes to national Spain. Interesting. Maybe that's because that's the historical one. Oh, because they do that's right, because they do the focus tree. Ah, right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, we'll see if the war lasts long enough for us to send an attaché. That means I can't take my... army advisor, though, if I'm waiting. After it's capitulated, Italy is still technically... So... Italy might be the one, actually, because they'll just be at war forever, essentially. Yeah, Italy, I think, makes more sense then. Costs in a little bit of political power, but honestly, we don't have a whole lot to actually spend our political power on, so... Gotta get another division out. Gotta do basic team tools. I'd rather get a basic armor protection. How much longer do I have? 50 days. 2%. 2%'s 2%. It's not that much, so we'll go ahead and just nab industrial effort. That wasn't enough to change. Basically what I want. I would like to have had 2 more factories, one for towed artillery and one for light tanks, which definitely want reliability. In fact, would I want reliability before? I think so. The main reason I need these tanks is for the breakthrough, so I need to keep that in mind. Problem is, they're not going to have a whole lot of armor, but at the end of the day, the breakthrough is what I really need. Yeah, it's not great. Oof. That's why we can throw on wet ammunition storage. Ooh. Well, I guess we will be foregoing the fuel drum. Here's the thing, how long do I have? So I have until January 25th, so I do just kind of have to... Forget, is it more expensive to do it while I still have a... Okay, so I can go ahead and start justifying another war goal. Hello, Mumu Prop. Hope you're doing well. Doing a little bit of a El Salvador game here, which is a little bit tough trying to get these early wars. So I think I have a little bit longer. Just trying to wait longer, because once we drop our war support, we're going to get command power very slowly. Alright, let's go ahead and just declare the... Well, let's drop a save. Yeah, and then we've got... Now, we only got to level 2 forts. Well, that's anticlimactic, but... We have a bunch of divisions, so... It should ward him off some. 0.02 command power per day. Alright, guys. So, pro tip, if you're going to do this, actually wait a little bit. What we're just going to do is we're just going to give ourselves 8 command power so I can actually send an attaché to Italy. which got us up to 3% war support. Awesome. Do a short film. Here's my Chad Beast bracket, best school extracurricular. Yeah, no worries. I know not everybody can tune in. Yeah, or be super active all the time. All right, well, let's at least do war propaganda. Oh, we're gaining 0.04 war support. So yeah, I would definitely recommend as El Salvador getting more attaches. I mean, conceivably, if you got two, well, the problem is you can't get. I guess if you focus getting two attaches, you get to 13% war support, maybe. It's still not great. I mean, at least you'd have more command power. May have been just too aggressive doing this. Take a look at some YouTube. Oh, gotcha. Well, hopefully the camera's okay. .08. Cool. Wait, did China start their war, or Japan start their war yet? No. Okay, world tension should go up a little bit once they start that, at least. Thank you, game. Oh, right, because of my war propaganda. That got us up some. Battery needs charging. Cool. Ooh, force attack. Bold strategy. There's Japan's war on China. Gives us a little bit more war support. Go ahead and take this, duplicate 8 width infantry update. Put the division in there. This is armored division. Actually, that armored division isn't too bad. We might want to edit that because then we don't have to add the division group, which is like 25 XP to do that. So I might want to do that. Okay. I cheat a little bit doing this, but let me just see how bad it is to try and fight both of them at the same time, because I have to use this war goal before October. I guess reducing the number of divisions is good because that gets him fighting us, which is what we want. Alright, let's see how bad of an idea this is. And if this doesn't work out well, we can just restart. I doubt he's got a ton of... Yeah, Honduras is actually significantly weaker than Guatemala. They have like half the core population, so I'm not too worried, actually, fighting both of them. So let's actually get rid of this fallback line, and then let me see if I can... Let's move more of our green troops in there so they'll actually get some experience. So let's move our more experienced troops out. I basically want to move as many troops out to provoke him to attack. Yeah. Oh, and we can get our division attack guy, which will also get us some army XP. And 50 tanks per battalion. Second should use mass mob. Red Baron Gaming on Twitch says to use mass mob. I don't think that's particularly useful for us because, as doing talking about mass assault, we don't get. We get a little bit of recruitable pop, I think. What is it? Yeah, 5% recruitable pop, but I don't think that's really that great for us because with service by, well, assuming I have the war support to go to service by requirement, we'd already be at 15% recruitable pop, 17% with military youth. I don't think that extra 5% from mass mobilization would do all that much for us, unfortunately. Let's go for... Brute machine tools for more production efficiency cap, which is good. Artillery production efficiency gain for the time being. Do industrial concern, I guess. I don't really have that much else to spend. Oh, I should have done war propaganda. Oh well. You ever heard technology so advanced it might as well be magic? Yeah, I mean, I've heard of that saying that, like, technology of a certain level of advancement appears as magic to some. I mean, there are a lot. I feel like there are a good number of stories of like advanced societies meeting like primitive, less technologically advanced societies, and them thinking that it's magic. But I'm not familiar of any stories where like it's from the perspective of people interacting with that advanced technology. Yeah, because usually stories where they're from like the perspective of humans interacting with like hyper advanced aliens. I feel like there might be some movies where that's the case, but I can't think of any off the top of my head. I think I'm gonna hold off on justifying until we can actually like win one of these wars. I'm debating another restart. It'd be the third restart of the game, but I don't know if it would have been worth it to try and get 2 attaches out. And more technology and some more light tanks. I mean, I guess I could have done the factories first before the militarism. We're inflicting a lot of casualties on him. See if I can go ahead and edit up a decent... Can I put the tanks over here? I use the 60 light tanks. I have 50, so let's go ahead and convert one of these guys over to that template. Go ahead and move one of these divisions in just to help out some, because they got the tank before it had any tanks in it, which is less than ideal. Which, come to think of it, I should have switched to division, not on the front lines, but... Did that tank reinforce? Maybe the battle paused for a second and was able to reinforce. How much armor does it actually have? 6. That's not great. Alright, he doesn't want to fight right now, so pull some troops out. Yes! He still can't pierce divisions even with just 6 armor. Beautiful. Wow, that adds. I always forget how much reliability that adds. Would I rather just try and get greedy for some extra stats with more extra ammunition storage? I think I do, because we're just not offensive enough, really. But the design's too expensive. This is great, actually. I think he doesn't understand how strong our divisions are relative to him, so he's going to keep attacking us. Ooh, I'll take that. Civil War still going on. Man, yeah, we really could have benefited from... I mean, the problem is, though, we're bottlenecked on command power. We just have no command power. He is being incredibly aggressive. Fighting us. 27k casualties. What's he? He up his... Yeah, okay, so he's already up to extensive conscription. If I had some more tanks, it'd be like, sure, we can do this. What does Honduras have? They only have 1 to 5, so we could probably actually beat Honduras, I think. In fact, if I just pull this division over here, and let's send our green divisions to hold that line there, because, yeah, I figured he'd try and attack. What's the combat? Ah, that's right, it's mountains. Well, it's 50 combat widths, send in 4 divisions, let's see what happens. He can actually pierce our, well... Only 65% through the other division. Okay, let's not do that then. Get better infantry equipment tech. Oh yeah, let me set sorry, I just messed with something for chat settings. Emotes only, chat? I didn't even know you could do that. Yeah, I have subscribers only on YouTube, so we could go ahead and implement followers only. Okay. Oh, Mountaineers actually would be really good if I researched Mountaineers. That would have been another thing I could have researched, but I guess it's literally just that one spot. I mean, I guess they're hills. How about fighting in jungle? Pretty bad, but I think we can get by. Yeah, and then this will encircle him, so then we can just attack until he gets broken. And we have no convoys. Yeah, let's keep some divisions back here. In fact, we'll just keep 3 divisions back here because, yeah. Perfect, perfect. We want to attack while he's in multiple combat. Well, he didn't stay in multiple combat long enough, but that should, yeah, one of his divisions is really weak, so they should break quickly. Yep, and then once one division's broken, it becomes that much easier to beat the rest of the divisions. Alright, I'm starting to feel good enough that we could start justifying on Nicaragua. 7 months till we have our goal on them. Let's go ahead and get naval effort because we could use some convoys, even though it's going to mess up our civilian industry, but them's the breaks, unfortunately, and we need I need another civilian factory. How many... Did they not do any additional building slots? Well, whatever. Oh, and we want... local police force. Minimal amount of occupation force and all that stuff. See if I can bait him into attacking again. Particularly if I could, like, switch one of these divisions to 10 with light tank. Yeah, I think if they move over here, they can move back and forth faster. Story set world with actual magic, and they're a newcomer from another dimension, basically with a bunch of sci-fi stuff. Ah, I see. That's something they never really addressed. I remember watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, first episode, they're like, it's not magic, it's water bending, and then, like, magic never comes up again in the show, like, the concept of magic, really. But it's also the pilot, so, you know, you gotta forgive, like, a couple inconsistencies. Go ahead and make an even better light tank. Oh yeah, wait, I never got the I never got to upgrade the other one because it didn't have any army XP. That story humanity almost reached level 3 on the counter rush scale. Yeah. Yeah, I know of that. Yep. They got so advanced they have technology to link with another dimension. Or the Kardashev scale, yeah. Where it basically rates like a hypothetical ranking of Well, I guess not a hypothetical ranking, because if you use a ranking, it's not hypothetical, but representing like levels of interstellar development. So it's like lower levels, you're just controlling the energy resource output of a whole planet, then like resource output of a whole solar system, then resource output of like a galaxy, and then multiple galaxies, and well, multiple star systems, and all those different levels. Go ahead, get a little bit more manpower out in the field, because garrisons are using a decent amount of manpower. I think I'm going to try and just leverage attacking with all of these divisions. So if we attack with 8, that's using the full, or no, 7's using the full combat width. Yeah, this goes. We both have stacking penalties. Breaking his divisions. If I bring in some more divisions, well, how well can we sustain this? Alright, I need to get these troops. If I lock these guys up to where he can't reinforce from that direction, it'd be a lot better. The main character is absolutely great character, either good or bad. The main character is literally a criminal, but not the bad type of criminal. Yeah, I mean, I think great characters are starting to become, like, a lot more... I mean, they've always been, like, around, but I feel like a lot more people are signing up for the, like Game of Thrones was a big one of like, oh, you know, every character's flawed. There are no good guys, so to speak. The only way to win the game is not to play. Hooray, okay. That was a rough one, but we did it. Okay, so they only did one building slot. They must have biased it. I might look at getting them on. Oh, wait, no, okay, so they did do... Oh, no, that's because of the dockyards. We did. Yeah, I don't know what, maybe if I want to get, like, a... If I want to get a tree or something that's like, hey, the default AI will always do, like, all their factories first. Use that dimension, she go to that dimension without authorization. Ooh, breaking the rules. So, okay. I was playing Stellaris, I had the exact same thing happen where we discover, like, pre-space civilization, so we're like, okay, we'll set up an observation post, non-interference, just observe them, study them, you know, whatever. And then one of my scientists is just like, I'm gonna go become their god. And, he did it. And I was like, and then they actually, like, I eventually kidnap him from their society, but then they're like, hey, they do advance to being like spacefaring civilizations. They're like, hey, give us our god back. And I'm like, Fine. Is that literally the plot to the novel? You know, honestly, I don't even need this frontline order, because if I just manage to take his capital, I want most of my troops grouped up to try and hit his capital as hard as possible. Well, he has even fewer. Oh yeah, that's right, Costa Rica. We were like, we have to go communist to have any manpower. Travel to his dimension with the actual magic out viewed is very strong, but also very weird magic master. Interesting. I watched an anime Solo Leveling recently, and the plot to that one is basically it's the real world, but then like dimensions open up to another realm, and you need like adventurers or whatever to fight, and they actually like some of them develop like magical powers, or they're just good at using a sword or whatever. But like the point is the monsters from the other dimensions are like immune to guns for whatever reason, but like magical like weapons and people like wielding magical power are actually able to fight. But yeah. But I wish they had more of an interaction between like I like it when they have the intersection between sort of science and magic. Um Kind of like what the artificer does in Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, so we could just go ahead and start justifying on him. Well, oh, he actually does have another victory point. Fair enough. There we go. You got one additional building slot out. Again, I really only care about bringing all my... well, I guess crossing the river is actually going to be a little bit of a problem, so I'd rather come in from this direction. Even though I have to attack through jungle, that's going to be better than attacking across the river. Even with random animal, spirit biology on some of their other body. That's kind of like the Faunus from Ruby, then. Let me see. Let's go ahead and get mechanical computing. I think I could go up partial mobilization now. Yeah. Maybe I want to research the improved autocannon. I just don't know what we're going to do next, because I think Mexico's going to join the Allies, so I don't really want to go to war with Mexico. Panama would just be annoying to fight a war with. I'm debating just hopping into the war and just seeing what we can contribute. Actually, I think what we'll do... I think what we'll do is... So I think I want to do superior firepower, because I think we're stuck with 10 with divisions, because even with all of Central America, we do not have that much manpower in the grand scheme of things, so the increased damage for support companies is really good. But I think what we'll do is we'll try to mess around with the naval invasion stuff and fight Japan for the most part. And we'll see if we can do a better job destroying their fleet this time around. I've only got 1.4% world tension, so the UK shouldn't hate me too much. Oh, but if I'm going to do that, I need to start researching planes. I mean, I guess I could try and take Panama. Actually interesting. So that's... Yeah, so this is all infantry, whereas this is just leg infantry, so... Yeah, if you're going to be doing motorized infantry, mobile warfare is a lot better. Communicate to magic by themselves. All populace there potentially use magic. There might be a hybrid. Didn't know that, of course. Their divinity, which is very strong spirit. Guy's very strong match master. Don't I see? I'll drop a save and I'll take a crack at justifying war on Panama. That was a tougher division, but not tough enough. Oh, I can go ahead reconstitute the Federal Republic. Central American Empire. Salvador conquest of Central American states, the government has quite vocally defended its actions internationally, considers itself the lawful successor to the Federal Republic of Central America, ran the nation that seceded in the late 1830s as illegal separatist governments, reasserted control over these territories. Following their words, Salvadoran government was renamed the country. A necessary first step. But yeah, and then we should be able to get Panama, because Panama is relatively weak. Get torpedoes. Oh. I am going to need... I'll be right back. Let me grab a drink. I think I can leave this on pause for a second. Alright, I don't think I missed too much. Yep, all that stuff happened. Entire world gets even worse. Yep, Pinkerton, yep. So, pretty normal stuff. They're doing their Norway attack. France is probably going to fall soon, and yep, Japan's made serious stuff. I mean, they're doing better against China. I've seen a lot of recent ones where they just have a hard time against... Oh, right, because we're in... If we're good, I'm gonna have us join the... I'll use console commands to let us join the allies, because realistically, like... Empire is also supposed to be, while the Kurds say human already extinct, but the Empire is supposed to be the last stronghold of humanity millennia, that old Empire gone. Oh, yeah. Wait, no, I need to do the naval invasion tech. Oh, but I'm not gonna have any naval... Am I gonna have to research destroyers to do a naval invasion take them? I might just get... I could just get military access from the US. Do I want the strategic bomber bonus? That I don't know. Imperium of Man. Hmm. Flight of Rudolph Hess. Go ahead, grab Military Theorist. Should go ahead and switch to free trade, because I still don't think, yeah, we're not really making anything. Let's import from Soviet Union, just keep buffing the Soviet Union a little bit. We need engines. The Naval Patrol Bomber is the large strategic airframe. Tactical Bomber. I think we want the naval targeting, not the surface detection. Think that's better? Some sort of similarity in regard to dealing not anything human, but their fate is even worse. The Imperium of Man, they just gone. I mean, yeah. I mean, that does sound like it'd be sustainable. Kind of like all those, like countries that reject like modern technology or whatever. You know, when it comes to military purposes, they'll just get destroyed by countries with modern militaries. So. Do I want to do... Yeah, let's just get the fighter bonuses. When you're doing medium airframes, you can't get the huge bonuses, like the 400x and ahead of time bonuses, so... We can go ahead and also switch all these divisions over to our... Keep going for better engines. Yeah. Well, in RuneScape, yeah, especially because Magic, if I remember right, Magic's the hard counter to melee. Melee counters ranged, ranged counters magic counters melee, I think, in RuneScape, so... Especially don't want to be like an armored sword fella fighting somebody using magic. But, let me go ahead and drop another save, just be safe. Give me area. Thank you, America. What, can I not attack through their province? Excuse me. Really? What good does military access do me? Actually, I think if I put fewer divisions in that, like split it in half. It preps, yeah, it preps faster, but I need a ship. Well, we can cancel military access then. Might as well get this thing built in these planes. It's not like I really need any of this other equipment, so... Hybrid kin majority are not capable of magic. Only select few can cultivate their magic. The one that do are called cultivators. Instantly choose your thing. They must choose to either cultivate their beast part or human part of their heritage. But does cultivating the human part of their heritage still give them magic because humans weren't magical? Oh, no, I need a destroyer. Ah, I see. Forget what gives more naval targeting, if anything. Naval mission efficiency 15%. %10 for naval mission efficiency. 10%. So you get slightly more. I'll just stick with battlefield support then, because it gives more ground support, which if I do need to use the planes for ground support will be a much better option. Oh, I have no armaments for those. Oof. Ah, I see. Back to plane tech. Alright, should be able to make destroyer now. The pinnacle of destroyerdom. You can see the Pro Beast Abomination. Okay, well, that doesn't sound like a recipe for success. Is that the main conflict of the book, then? Excuse me. Oh, I got my destroyer. What? Is that the wrong region? We need both, don't we? That's fine. I think if I do this... I should only need the naval supremacy from one of these seasons. So yeah, any particular reason why? What do I want to get? Survivability. Let's go ahead, just go ahead and get the improved airframes. That's a 1940 tech, so then we'll just nab all these other... Alright, let's just hope he doesn't actually have a division waiting there, because... Nope. Hooray! Now, we can't core Panama, but hey, it's something. Alright, I could try to go to war with Mexico, could try to fight a lot of these Central American countries. Conceivably, I could get... Venezuela probably has a tendency to join the Axis, but I could conceivably grab Colombia, maybe Peru, but I think this is fine for what we've been able to accomplish, so I'm going to try to join the Allies now. Let me in. They shouldn't kick us out on account of, Why is this considered an offensive war we joined? Well, whatever. Should be able to get my extra research slot. Aw, yeah. Spirit Heritage, are they even do... Ah, I see. Well, yeah, that doesn't sound great. Oh, that's right. I could have my one destroyer. Go ahead, cancel those construction things for the time being. Probably gonna want synthetic refineries. Well, we managed to damage something, so I'll take that. Oh, excuse me. Assassination of Trotsky, R.I.P. I wonder if it'd be worth it to try and make another destroyer. Like, would that double my gain of, Because we're getting 0.3 right now. I'm guessing part of that's because of how much of our ship is, Wow, we have a ton of convoys. May as well try and sell some of those. Let's improve relations with China. China might try to get convoys from us, actually. Yeah, I guess I could see that be a problem if you've got like lion beast people and deer beast people, and the lion beast people are preying on the deer beast people. Yeah, that would be a problem. All right. Do I have... Okay, so I have the heavy machine guns. So it's better to put the fighters on because then they can actually do some fighting, and I can only have 2 mediums on anyway, so may as well add on some machine guns. Really squeezes my civilian industry. I think I will. I just have to import less overall. What's the steel being used for? Building a destroyer? Yeah, let's cut the steel imports. It's pretty bad production malice, but... Eesh. 4 research slots now, though. %80 war support. Yeah, we're never getting up to 80% war support. I have to do improved work conditions because 26% stability is just asking for strikes. Mm-hmm. I will say, I could see that kind of being messed up, because, like, how do the beast spirits, like, relate to, like, animals? Because presumably animals still exist. We can make use of that 2-year ahead of time. Which one of these unlocks the... I think it's the last... Yeah, the last one unlocks guided anti-ship missile, and it's 1946, unfortunately. Right. But so, like, would it be weird for, like, a cow-human hybrid to, like, eat beef, you know? Generally go with agility always. Not gonna worry about upgrading designs, because we're just gonna make new designs. Hmm. Right, but, like, if it was a pro-human cow hybrid, would they still just be like, eh? I do want to switch to free trade once we have the political power. Excuse me. I'm not going to spend 100% on that. Let's get some more building slots. Yeah, I mean, that's just one of the things where that's kind of, you know, a little weird. Oh, wait, maybe we will get... Okay, now we've got defensive war. So I guess we can get above 80%, which would let us go to total mobilization, which would be nice. Go ahead and import Allied propaganda films. Now we can go to total mobilization. Because honestly, minus 3%. Like, it's harder to do women in the workforce as, Please finish your order before you declare war on us. I guess I could just refuse to join the war until that order finishes. Well, I don't know about... Where's my ship? The ships are... Oh! They got damaged. Yeah, I'll join the war, guys. Guys, I will join the war after Japan finishes its order. Please and thank you. Yeah, my naval bombers really aren't doing too much. But, I mean, these are literally the worst possible naval bombers, so fair enough. Because for these guys, I wouldn't want them on port strike because there's no port to strike. I guess it's one of the things that could be problematic with, like, them is, like, what, do the, like, if you're being, like, completely quote-unquote natural, would only, like, people that are part spirit beast of your respective species be able to reproduce with one another, be allowed to reproduce with one another. Let's get synthetic refineries, because I'm going to need them. Oh wait, I can incorporate Panama. Cool, so you can get that. You can also get the Yucatan. So, okay, there would have actually been a reason for me to go to war with Mexico then, but Mexico's strong. We'll give it more entertainment. Maybe I'll do that if we do another run, maybe. Well, I mean, we're gonna do every Central American country, so we'll be back to Central America one day. I just really don't know how useful this surface detection is. Main reason I'm building more civilian factories is because I need really slots. Japan finished their order. Yes, they did. So I'm in, guys. Put me in. Maybe my naval bombers will be a lot more useful against Japan. You guys put an airbase here? Fall of Hong Kong, cool. Yeah, I may as well just go ahead and use that ahead of time. I guess I want to start doing radar, because I'll want to start building radar stations to help with our mission efficiency. I mean, they've gotten some air XP, so they're doing something. Yep, this is what I was worried about. We got up to 47%. The 3, so we'll see what kind of war score. I mean, I guess we could just compare the sunk enemy ships war score at the end of the day once that's all done. Kamikaze strike? Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Mm-hmm. I don't even know why I'm doing the infantry equipment one. I see. What? I guess anti-air would be useful, I think. I mean, I would want to be able to put the autocannon on stuff. I may lose planes, but that's a fair price for me to pay. Again? That is unlucky. Get one more airbase and then we'll go back to building our civilian factories. Why am I still not getting... Oh, wait, shoot. I didn't put any factories on actually repairing our ships. That's why we're not getting any naval XP, because our ships didn't repair at all. Okay, it's the same amount of naval XP, so it's probably just a ratio of your, what percent of your navy is exercising, so there's no reason for us to build more ships, really. In fact, that's worse, because we're consuming more fuel for the same amount of naval XP. Heroes, one and all. I guess researching anti-air also lets me build static anti-air, which is nice if I have literally nothing else to do. I wonder, can I make better nav? I mean, I can't upgrade these now to medium torpedo mountings. Get more engines. If night penalty would help them bomb at night. Then we could go non-strategic material usage, because the imports are kind of killing me. Wait, was that nav 1 or nav 2? Did I screw that? I screwed that up. Whoops. Uh, Go ahead and make another version of this guy that has non-strategic material usage as well. Yeah, I guess I could have gotten one more plane out of that. Best blueprint. Uh, just build whatever you need to be very effective. Can't Google firing mechanism or blueprint of any weapon post World War One. You technically can, but he didn't want to attract the police. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I mean that's one of the things where it's like, oh, you just go back and excuse me, Google. Weird. Um, sorry about that. Uh, um, it's one of the things, like, go back in time, it's like, you know, medieval society, oh, you depress everybody. It's like, do you know when, like, eclipses would happen or other, like, science stuff you would need in order to, like, actually impress people with your, you know, future knowledge? Probably having trouble engaging him just because you don't have a good range on the, for the sea region, so we're getting a naval efficiency. Like, yeah, we only have 68%, which I imagine a lot of that's just from air coverage. Anybody we could build radar for? Focus on building up our civilian industry. Oh, I might also be running out of fuel, which could be a problem. What's consuming all our fuel? Mostly our Air Force. Yeah, our Navy's barely consuming any fuel. Oh, alright, let's just max out our fuel imports for a little bit, build up our fuel stockpile. What are we doing on sunk enemy ships? Only 5, so we're not sinking a ton of enemy ships, but hopefully that'll change with better planes. Oh. Did we just get some ships? Yes, we did. Alright. Yeah, our planes will get there. I just want to save up for total mobilization. Alright, looks like we're probably good. I don't know if that's because the US are starting to engage them at all and then our ships are coming in. But we've done 27 ships sunk. That's not bad at all. Or 27 points for enemy ships sunk. He's got 171 to 195. Got more... Getting a lot of submarines. Total mobilization. And then since we're fascist, we can't do women in the workforce unless we more than 89% war support and more than 0% surrender progress. So yeah, we're not going to be able to do that. And there are no invincibility spell or anything that would be and can die. That's one of the things I. It's one of the things I like when they sort of have like those magic systems. Because like, I get the like D&D style magic system, but like, it's just kind of crazy that like, oh, you're a wizard and because you studied books really well, you can call down a meteor storm. I did like the other like I remember the Inheritance Cycle, which was like the Aragon novels. I read those a lot as a kid. And the and that one, like, basically magic took the toll on you as if you magic takes a toll on you as if you had done the thing physically, so moving like a really big rock hurts a lot. But then that's where there are a bunch of spells that are just like, oh, you just like pinch somebody's like artery shut and give them a heart attack, and that actually expends no, like, barely any physical energy. Um, but it's pretty effective. Really should be saving up for... Well, actually, I guess if I'm gonna build synthetic refineries, I don't want free trade then. Hmm. Oh, got some convoys. You get points for sinking convoys? Maybe. Oh, convoy raiding. Does that mean you don't get credit if you're sinking them normally? Well, I may as well select like half of these like regular guys and just have them also operate in that sea zone. Alright, I can build synthetic refineries now. Oh, stop importing all that oil. $142 to $179, so he's definitely net losing ships. Can I see what the radius is just... Okay, so the radius of my heavy fighter wings, not super impressive. May as well. I'm almost done with the focus tree. Like, just 4 more focuses, and then we'll just switch to air production, so... There we go. Fall of Moscow. Oh yeah, how are things going? Not great. Got 52. I mean, how are we compared to, like, the United... Well, I want the... Can't see just the Greater East Asia War, but... Alright, so the US is like 370, so they've definitely sunk a lot more ships, but not that much more than this. Oh, I actually wanted to see that battle. I mean, we're at 52, so... That's contributing a fifth of the overall damage. I think Shockanauts in general better. You get this air superiority bonus, but... I don't really need it. Alright, so 24 enemy ships there. And I may as well go ahead and turn on Port Strike as well. You know what? Let's just go ahead and turn on Kamikaze. Like, can these guys do... Okay, they can't. The mediums can't. I'll save, because if I delete all my planes, that's bad, but... I'm interested to see. I've never actually enabled those. Oh. Never mind. Yeah, that's really bad. Wow. Okay, never mind. Do not do that. Lost 16 convoys trying to kamikaze... Like, lost 16 navs trying to kamikaze attack some convoys. And completely failed. So... Oof. Must have nerfed that. Must have nerfed those pretty severely. I remember for a while, I think those were the meta. $132, so they are definitely... Their fleet is getting attrition pretty heavily. Let me do a quick convoy check. 590 convoys at most. That's just a coastal defense ship. Weird that we attacked a coastal defense ship by itself. Maybe it was retreating to go to port. Oh, and we have no fuel. Still getting a lot of submarines. Yes, US, buy all my convoys, please. Air base is insufficient supply, so we want to fix that. Oh, I forgot I had the nuclear effort one, so I have that to worry about as well. Yeah, inefficient supply is killing us here. Still managing to get some engagement, though. Part of the problem might be his fighters might be deterring us. Curious, so this is minus 10%. So if I do inclement weather, does that impact these? No, it doesn't look like it. So I am getting my mediums to engage. They engage a lot less often, but I suppose I shouldn't be surprised by that on account of I only have 2 medium wings, but I have like 9 of the bigger control wings. And also these guys have a much bigger range than my mediums, although the range is much better now. So they're not really using spells more akin to Naruto, Chakra by correctly channeling. So like more like just channeling sort of magical energy as opposed to like a canonized spell that produces a specific effect in D&D. That's one of the things I always like. I get why they do it, but I'm always like, do better, I think, with some of these other ones. Also, let me actually try making a scout plane for once, because there's supposedly it's good to do that, but I've never actually done that, but it might be useful for helping out. No use there, even if you understand the ritual or strong, if you don't have enough mastery, you can't do a single thing. Yep. Oh yeah, but like with D&D spellcasting, it's like you can produce a specific effect, but that's always been kind of, it's kind of weird for me for that to be the case because like you just make a spell that did different stuff or like modify spells. It seems like the idea of only being able to produce a very specific effect seems very much gamified. Wow, that did not go well. We did manage to do a little bit of damage, but not a whole lot. Although we only had 2 air wings that actually entered the combat, so fair enough. But man, the Dutch Navy got wrecked in that one. Yeah, a lot of these are just our air wings coming in and doing a bunch of damage to his submarines. We didn't actually do any damage to him, which is annoying. Okay, let's see if I can build radar anywhere. Has anybody researched it? Still only have like research here and here, but better than nothing. Might help some. Oh, I feel like the recon might be doing something. Port strike results. I did a little bit of damage. Hmm. Alright, nuclear effort, and that's our very last focus. Fall Leningrad. Stalingrad's still holding on, barely. Hacking a lot of submarines. Alright, how are we doing? 98, how does that compare to the US? 553, okay, so they've done more, but top estimate 137, not a ton. and air wing, send it down here. Might have a little bit better luck, maybe. Do you have no air bases in here? No, he has a max level air base. Well, where is it? Oh, it's up there. That's annoying. Let's send the scout planes down, see what kind of difference those guys make. And they have no supply here, of course. Because why would the airbase ever have supply? I mean, I guess that the Pro Beast sees mortal as a snack. Ooh, I actually want to look at that one. Ooh. But then, so, like, are all the Pro Beasts then just carnivores? Because it doesn't seem like the herbivore ones get much out of being Pro Beasts if literally the Pro Beast would just eat, like, the full cow ones or whatever. Alright, hopefully we get some much better supply and airbase efficiency here. Yeah, there we go. Now we're up to 90% mission efficiency, which is much more like it. Okay, does that make ships operating there? To be expected. Faster pro beast or carnivore at the very least omnivore, while pro human very mixed. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Like I said, I mean you don't really get an herbivore doesn't get a whole lot out of the natural order when they're just, you know, prey animals. Do I just want to close my economy? What does that really get me? The only thing would be once I actually build a synthetic refinery, I'd have a little bit more rubber. I won't worry about it for the time being. Mm-hmm. Oh, I do have Port Strike on already. I think the problem with Port Strike is I think it has to be active in like a land region. Like sometimes you'll have like some of these uh Borneo has an air region, but Sulawesi is part of the Java Sea one. So if you have ships docking there, I think they'll get hit by Port Strike. But in other regions, I think you have to have the naval bombers operating over land in order for port strikes to be executed. We're up 1944. May as well research the 1944 airframes. Any luck with sinking ships? So 44 there, 9 there. Basically just this big fleet. I guess we also want to get better torpedoes. $128, so they still got a pretty sizable fleet. Got a destroyer there. Fair enough. Are there like aquatic ones like fish or whale that just spend all their time in the water then? Yeah, I can't imagine being a bunny would be particularly great. They gotta sacrifice a little bit of stability and war support for a little bit more in terms of building slots. Hello, Carlos. Carlos, or Hola, Carlos says on Twitch chat. Hope you're doing well. We are playing as El Salvador, having successfully united Central America. You just pretend we did that completely peacefully, and we're working on trying to get our Air Force to deal with the Japanese Navy. Oh, sorry, I don't speak Spanish, but maybe I could do a quick translation on that. But I think I have an idea of what you're saying with regard to the Dominican Republic. I actually did a despite all the time I've spent taking Spanish, I have not actually I don't really know Spanish. I mean, I was able to tell enough that that was Spanish. But here, let me send you a let me post this. You can check out my Dominican Republic. Oh wait, that's my Dutch East Indies one. Never mind. Wrong one. Hold on. That's the right one. Okay. Yeah. I started streaming on YouTube. I only recently did Twitch. YouTube saves all VODs, so that's why I like it. So it's put, even if you're at the highest rank ranking on Twitch. Twitch only saves 60-day VODs. But Dominican Republic Cold War Iron Curtain, I have played that. I played USA Cold War Iron Curtain, but I had no idea which countries actually have content. So, all right, cool. Yeah, if the Dominican Republic's got content in Cold War Iron Curtain, I will check it out. For sure. Can't promise when I'll get to it, but should be able to get to it soon. I've been wanting to do more modded Hearts of Iron 4. Cuba also Cold War Iron Curtain. Yeah, I mean, they have just all have unique content. Nice to meet you also. Shoot, what was it? Do they have the ability to flip these? Sorry, I'm just trying. I know there's a Spanish phrase I wanted to use, but yeah, mucho gusto. That's what it was. Why didn't Google Translate just say I'd like nice to meet you and it gave me someone? Play with my country on the mod. Here it is very late. Unfortunately I don't have a regular streaming schedule. Let me type in chat. So unfortunately I stream much later on the, well, it's 10 p.m. Pacific time. I'm on Pacific time. So if I stream when I get off my 9 to 5 job, which is usually around like 7 p.m. Maybe tomorrow? Yeah, for sure. Follow me on Twitch, subscribe to me on YouTube. But yeah, I will hopefully be live, but if not, I usually try to stream minimum twice a week. Usually I had a little bit of a break, but yeah, but nice to meet you, for sure. What time is it there? It is 10 p.m. currently. So I actually do need to be going to bed soon. I have work tomorrow. 7 p.m. there or here. 7 p.m. Pacific time, which is... what time zone is Dominican Republic in? Atlantic Standard Time, GMT 4. So I'm on Pacific Daylight Time. Tell me what the GMT is. Where? Why must they make it? So if I remember right, it's 8, so you guys are 4 hours. So is it 2 a.m. where you're at? Because if I'm understanding that it's a 4-hour difference, then 7 p.m. my time would be 11 p.m. your time. Take care of yourself. Yeah, you too. We'll hopefully check that out. And again, if you can't tune in, VOD's always saved. So, yeah. I mean, I get so much... Streaming on YouTube, I'm definitely glad I did it first, because I'm happy that all my streams have been saved, even if there have been... Well, I haven't had any copyright issues where the copyright channel's been like taken down. Just like, hey, this is copyright content, but it's allowed to be used on YouTube. So I'm like, cool. But yeah, because honestly, I mean, a lot of my YouTube content and my views are from people not viewing my live streams live. They're all tuning in, watching some of it after the fact. So yeah, but of course, Twitch also has a bigger audience for people live streaming, though. Interesting. Any particular reason dragons don't like their max level cultivation? I really need him. It was really nice playing the other one, and I was able to get, max level radar. But here I'm just waiting for them to do... I don't... Maybe if I build level 4 radar here, it might project into that C-zone. Level 4 radar is pretty good. Already subscribed. I'm Carlos. Nice. Thank you for subscribing. Dragon Coon. They're in an anime now. That's why they call them animals. uh. Let's see here. Who's... Oh, right, the United States still buying convoys from me. Actually become animal beasts, they're abomination. Oh yeah, because I guess they don't actually exist. Like, dragons don't actually exist as, like, natural animals. But we had a lot of bombers shot down. Oh yeah, I forgot I have the higher tier torpedo mountings now. It's always funny when they don't have the string working correctly. You get all those underlying characters in there. Let's see. I want to put even more. Like, one thing of extra fuel tank should be plenty. I mean, I guess I just offset that by strapping a bunch of armor plates on, but should make them more durable overall. And again, I really need the reduced equipment costs. Nobody wants to let me import from them. Look at the advanced mediums. Wait till make that. In that world, normal drag animals. So animals have no choice of their nature, but they obviously have choice. If they willingly choose to actively become an animal, then they are worse than animal. Oh, so that's just why they view it. That's why they just view it as bad. I see. Interesting. It's still importing a ton of oil, yes. Alright, so we have a little bit more detection from extra radar. Well, may as well take half these scout planes. I don't think I need 2 factories building scout planes. Yeah, Fall of Rome. See if that lasts. Hey, the Soviets seem to have been holding Stalingrad. I don't think Stalingrad ever fell. Well. Okay, cool. I can upgrade the radar in those places, which should give much more air detection. Shoot, let's just go ahead and get modern mediums. Let's go. Probably don't need that many fuel tanks on it. You put drop tanks on? I don't think you put drop tanks on mediums. Alright, gotta destroy. Ooh. Oh, wait, no, we just engaged. Wait, no, that one we got a battleship. Oh, nice. Yeah, we got the killing blows on both of those. Battleship and a heavy cruiser. Very nice. United States, 553 enemy ships sunk. We are up to 199. We are putting in work. We got any credit for convoy rating? We do not get credit for convoy rating, though, which is annoying. How many casualties have we inflicted? We take in 2K in casualties. I'm curious, is that our plane? That must be our plane casualties. Are we on the list for what we've inflicted? No. Oh, well. Whoa, okay, so Yeah, these are 1945 tech. This one's actually 1950 tech. Would be nice if they just, I don't know, drug this down here so it's more apparent, but whatever. Alright, we got a little bit more radar range, which is always nice. We keep expanding this radar range. I mean, with the 2 radar range, we should have, yeah. We have really good air detection there, which is probably what's driving up a bunch of our engagements. Because with super high level radar, I think you could just basically spontaneously detect all their ships operating and basically send your planes out. I mean, I think that was a pretty good trade overall. I mean, basically, like, unless I'm losing, like, oh, got a carrier, nice. I guess I don't know that I'm the one who got that carrier, but hey, 348, oh, that's really good. 588. Yeah, that's what we like to see. 114 ships. Yeah, he is definitely having a bad time now. He's even pulled all his ships out from operating in there. Oh, send them all over here then. Is still planes operating there? Yeah. Yeah, we'll just focus on this one because we have the radar and all the other stuff working in our favor. Once again, need to impart a bunch of oil. Yeah, please buy all our convoys, America. Little radar there. Get even more coverage of the naval region. Guess I should have looked at these, but air superiority, I mean, sure. Oh, captive industry actually would be helpful because we're trying to build a bunch of naval factories. And I think that also buffs refineries. Yeah, it does. Oh, and getting this guy would also be helpful for more naval XP because I want to get naval targeting. Destroyers, destroyers. Well, that didn't take long. Oh, Mussolini depose. A bigger battle. I did a little bit of damage. $566. How does that compare to the United Kingdom? To 2790, but I wonder how much of that is against Germany specifically, and America's at 588. So yeah, we have officially sunk more Axis / Co-Prosperity Sphere ships than America, which is pretty awesome. Well, more overall war score value. So yeah, neat. And how many more ships does Japan possibly have? The max 120. I think that was sub 100 at one point when we checked. Oh, I think we just got a carrier. Desire 53, let's go. What's our record here? 105 ships total sunk. Not bad at all. That's going to include like some of Siam's ships we sunk also, but still. Really good naval mission efficiency. Let's go. Well, I'll go ahead and just wait. I'll go ahead and make a modern medium. Do they let me mount 3 on the mod? Nope. Oof. Oh, he has so many planes. Still, we're losing most of our planes from AA, though, which, again, to be expected. Getting shot down by the AA on his planes. Did we get another carrier? Oh, that was a carrier. Oh, I gotta check those more, but... 803, let's go. Less than 100 ships maximum. Oh no, China joined. Well, I guess China joining the Allies is better. I mean, it's better than Communist China, I think, unless Communist China joins Comintern, obviously. But, I mean, well, in theory, if they're gonna do, like, a really annoying war, is China gonna join the... Oh, China did join the war against Germany. That is an interesting naval invasion. Alright. He moved a bunch of his fleet down here. Get Cannon 2s, because I really like Cannon 2s. There's Communist China's the one who declared war on China while still leading the United Front, so it'd be a bad time for him. Debating if I want to make some really good close air support or not. Because I should start researching light airframes, because light airframes make better close air support because you just want them to be cheap. Camera's full, will disappear right now. Good night. Alright, have a good night, Mumupra. Thanks for tuning in. Do you only have a Navy? Dude, Nike Mac, Nicomac, on Twitch is asking, do I only have a Navy? Bold of you to assume I have a Navy. I do technically have a Navy. It consists of 2 destroyers in the Caribbean. And then we've got a little bit of an army hanging out, garrisoning our capital. Started as El Salvador, formed the Central American Empire. Right now we're just using our Air Force to try and deal with the Japanese Navy. And, honestly, not too bad. I mean, at the end of the day, if we look at by war score contribution, we've sunk 867 war score worth of enemy ships, while the United States is at 613. So we've destroyed more enemy ships than the United States has as El Salvador. So I'm going to chalk that one up as a win. The United Kingdom has a much higher one, but I think this is mostly because of them destroying the German Navy, not so much them fighting the Japanese Navy. Because overall, we've sunk 105 enemy ships there, and I'm going to guess the 44 is the more accurate number here. We've sunk like 150 Japanese ships. Now, some of those are Siam ships also. I'm pretty sure that doesn't include convoys. So I think we've sunk a good amount of, like, half of the Imperial Japanese Navy with our planes. So I'm pretty happy with that. After the trouble we were having in our Indonesia game, I was pretty happy to just get a win like this. We've stopped the Dutch East Indies from completely falling. But yeah, so this one was basically like fighting some early wars. If I wanted to be more, I debated going to war with Mexico, but I was worried Mexico would. Did Mexico end up joining? Yeah, Mexico did end up joining the Allies, so I was worried about Mexico joining the Allies and didn't really want to deal with that, so yeah. Thank you, United Kingdom. Very cool. Absolutely bizarre Turkey controlling Ukraine. China at war with the Soviet Union? Oh, no, that's just Manchu quote. Oh, the Soviet Union's at war with Japan, I see. Cruiser, destroyer, destroyers, convoys. We've sunk a couple carriers with our Air Force, which is very nice. Yeah, it looks like we've scared him out of there, so the problem is I have to send my guys to go operate there. We got coastal defense ship. I'll take it. Fortunately, I don't think we have any radar operating. Yeah, Australia hasn't really upgraded their radar. Build level 6 radar there. That might... I mean, level 6 radar is some pretty crazy range. So that might actually give us region coverage. Although, let's finish this synthetic refinery really quick. Yeah, because we have pretty low... I mean, I don't know how air detection relates to detecting the Navy, but I think this is... I think it's still good to have radar. I mean, it can't hurt. And then, of course, he moves all his ships. Where is his ships? Probably running out of fuel to actually project them at all. Oh. Grab my Air Force. Go harass them in the East China Sea. That's where all the ships are. Oh yeah, I could get anti-ship missiles. Because that's a 1946 tech, so... Where Iran capitulated, cool. Ooh, battleship. We got battleship. Nice. Once again, this is a chronic problem of them just being like, hey, crazy idea, build a naval base. Actually, wait, looks like that's a... wait, oh yeah, the British do control it. It's kind of far, but... could give us radar coverage in this season, so why not? Yeah, we're over 1,000 in terms of ships sunk. 66 ships at most on his end. That naval base gets built, these Japanese troops are going to be in for a bad time because they'll actually have supply. Meanwhile, he doesn't really have supply because all the bombers and everything. Okay, move all the ships out of there. Send them back over here. France research radar. No, they do not. Annoying. Oh wait, but the British have Hong Kong. Another plus 20% naval targeting. Does that actually affect our ships? I don't know, but I like to think it does. Or affect our bombers when they target ships. Our land-based naval bombers. I want to believe. Long as we click is capitulated. Cool. I'm good. I guess we avoided war with the United Kingdom. Why did they take part of Tibet? I don't know. Is Tibet still in the war? Yes. Fascist. What? Why? Huh? Why is Tibet fascist? Be something with the Manchukuo focus tree? So confused. $185 ships sunk. Down here we are at 76, so that's 250 ships. Beauty play El Salvador, watch the rest of the world burn. Artists on Twitch chat, you're 100% right. Although, in our case, we've burned quite a few Japanese ships. 250, mostly Japanese ships sunk. That's pretty crazy, I think. I mean, compared to, again, we've contributed almost 1,100 war score from sinking enemy ships. The United States has contributed about 900 war score from sinking enemy ships. So who's really carrying the Pacific Front, after all? It'll be interesting when we finally get around to playing as Japan and figuring out what the heck America actually does with their navy, because I don't know. So much radar coverage. Oh, that has some crazy radar coverage, actually. Still has ships operating in the region. We're not having much luck detecting them. Well, we build an airbase up here. Just get my planes a little bit closer, a little bit more region coverage. Does the UK actually not have How do you not have convoys, UK? What? You have 1,600. What? Alright, let's just move all these people up here, send them all in there. I'm guessing he's got more ships operating here, because presumably this is how these convoys are coming down to supply all his troops, I'm guessing. I guess I could have half of them operating there and half of them operating here, because I really have no idea where his ships are. But, whoops. Doesn't seem like half and half. It's grabbing a... because it's probably slicing half the heavy fighter wings. Select half of the recon planes, and select half of these guys, and that's more what I want. I mean, yeah, you might just be out of fuel. You might have them all set to strike force. I don't know. Oh boy, it is anti-ship missile time. So you get more naval attack, same amount of naval targeting, and a lot more weight. Oh wait. Light torpedo mountains have really bad naval targeting. But give us a little bit more naval attack and a lot less agility. Well, this doesn't seem worth it. Why would you want the guided anti-ship missile over heavy torpedo mountings? What? Naval Patrol. What's the Naval Patrol mission? Oh, I see. Can I do that? I don't know if that's actually helpful to do anything. Like, yeah, I don't think you'd ever want to really use the guided anti-ship missile. The only thing I can think of is if you're allowed to mount more of them onto a plane, but I don't think you are. Not more than 3 naval bomber weapons, yeah, so... Yeah, 3 naval... Like, if it had more naval... Like, if it had 12 naval targeting, then I'd be like, okay, let's go. But for just 3 more naval attack? That's not enough to justify it for me. Well, if I'm gonna max out... Do we have maxed out airbase there? No. Well, let's max that out also. So that the allies can be prepared, and I mean, it would let me move my planes closer to Japan, I suppose. Looks like, yeah, the Axis are having a bad time. They just start to crack under the weight of infinite allied production. Is their Air Force mulched? Yeah, their Air Force is mostly mulched. Let me guess, the UK has 20 billion planes. Yeah, 10K, about what I expect. America, 10K also. Japan. Excuse me. Yeah, 3K. And 2K for the Soviets. Improved work conditions. Want to head to bed, but I just won't let this run. I mean, the war is dragging out quite a while, no doubt because the Soviets had a bad time. But, yeah. Finland is only... I'm going to be interested when we do Finland and do the Winter War and Continuation War. How much does an airbase cost? Is it 1250? Okay, yeah, it's pretty cheap for an airbase. Ooh, first naval invasion? Is it enough? Can they get a port? I don't... No, they cannot. Well, nice one. Maybe if the AI does a... I mean, this is where the AI's love of naval invasions eventually becomes helpful, because eventually they will start doing naval invasion after naval invasion on Japan. Ooh, and we got another spot over there by Mexico. Good for them. I'll go ahead and just max out the airbase, because the AI will be like, oh, let me just send in all the planes. Ah, but Mexico got occupation. Mexico has no radar technology. My poor PC, me afflicting it with late game HOI once again. Guess what they need are support play. Alright, if we want to push this through to the end. Just start churning out casts, and then that will help out in their fight. Yugoslavia is probably where the most intense fighting is, I'm guessing. I mean, yeah, he has so few support planes, so... Oh, wait, there's combat up here. Gotta go where the action is. Yalta Conference, that means we're probably going to get the boring post-war peace deal, which is pretty historical. Even though... what did they say the Soviet Union contributed to this war, actually? 38%. Yeah, a lot of land combat damage, fair enough. Yeah, I think basically in terms of Navy, I mean, Japan's... They must not even be sending their fleet out to operate at this point, judging by the fact that we're getting no engagements. Oh, shoot, I didn't read it, but it looks like British forces. Which is weird, I guess there's not a Denmark specific one? I don't know. How bad are... still get quite a few shut down in air battles, but he's got to be losing a lot of fighters with how many allied fighters are operating in this region, so I'll just eat the losses for the time being. Maybe it's better to operate in here. I think his broad offensive is largely ended. I guess I have the range. I don't really need to worry too much about that. Maybe manage to pull off. Okay. Is that a naval base? No. So they need a naval base there. If I can get a naval base built for him in time, then America could probably win this. Probably controls the victory points right now, which is giving him enough supply. But Japan will start hitting him and he can't get reinforcements into the area. Risky to try and do a naval base like this, but I don't really have anything to lose because I'm not really using the civilian production for too much. It didn't cross the strait either. So I'll queue up another naval base there, but I suspect... Oh, we're halfway there. Just need to hold on for another 10 days. 10 days, America. 10 days. How is Japan still doing naval invasions? Alright, but he is going to take the strait, so... Come on, America, just dump divisions in there. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, yeah, that's what I was looking to see. Let's go. Alright, come on, guys. There's nobody there. Just... You can just take the provinces. Come on. What are you doing? America, please. You know what? Fine. I'll do it myself. Oh, there we go. Thank you for leaving the naval base I built completely undefended, America. Really shows you care. You can capitulate Japan before my troops arrive. America, why would you do this? What even happens to my troops in transit? They're just like, oh, never mind. Did only 6 of them travel? Are 5 of them still back here? Oh, yeah. Oh, because they were garrison orders, so 5 of them weren't on a port, so they couldn't comply. Yeah, because you have to have divisions on a port for them to actually move to a port. It's kind of a contrast from the way EU4 does pathing, where EU4 will do the path where like, hey, you want us to just use some ships? Like, sure. Just needs to fight. It's not that complicated. Honestly, it's probably at the point where, yeah, just a little bit of close air support probably does it in for him. Close air support's just really good, guys. Type 12? Is that a plane? Hey, Fall of Tokyo, let's go! How much war score did I actually get? 73. Is that enough to take one of their fleets? Yes, it is. I gotta get an aircraft carrier as El Salvador. Like, come on, guys. I can't take anything else. That Empire joined. Huh? What? Excuse me? What? What? I don't know how they. Okay. But. Alright. That's so stupid. Have a Japanese World War II aircraft carrier now as El Salvador. State of Japan and American Japan. Cool. Japan still exists. Okay, I'm gonna... we're gonna fix this a little bit really quick here. I'm gonna go ahead and drop a save. You turn on T-debug. I don't even know what tags they are. Tag B07. And we're gonna annex B08. And then we're gonna annex JP. And we're gonna tag back to El Salvador. I may have completely destroyed the AI, but whatever. And then we'll turn debug off. Oh, well, that killed the game. Well, I guess that's a good time to call it as any. So I will talk to everybody else later. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Be sure to follow me on Twitch, like and subscribe on YouTube. Check out my link tree, links on my Twitch profile, links in the YouTube description, links on my YouTube profile. That's where you can see me all across the internet. Once again, thank you everybody for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.